Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications. What's the motherfucking deal? This is Sauce. Welcome to Sauce Sports, man. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer network. So that means we're talking all sports, but only Houston. So with that being said, I know there's a delay on the bank. The bank should be operating now. Got plenty to talk about, man. Y'all already know how it goes, man. It's the pregame show. We're going to do 45 minutes tonight instead of 30. 30 just not quite enough time. We seem to be always pushed up against the deadline where we only do the 30-minute saucer, so I slid it back a few more minutes. So, again, like I say, this is the pregame show. We're going to be talking about the Jazz, the not-so-jazzy Jazz versus the red-hot Houston Rockets, and Wise will be joining me this evening. How you doing this evening, Mr. Citizens, Mr. Wise?
I'm doing great. I said the Rockets in 5, so we got to see them get it done tonight.
Okay. Already. I definitely agree. Like I say, for some reason, I felt like the Jazz would pose a bit more of a threat, and they had one good game, but outside of that was about it. But if y'all aren't new to this, if y'all true to this, y'all know what comes next, man. We got to get the motherfucking roll call before we start talking any sports, before we put any sauce on anything, man. We got to make sure to show y'all some love first and foremost. That's the without the fresh ingredients there is no sauce. So make sure we drop that roll call. If you are from the city of Houston, that is the city, make sure you shout out your side with pride. If you're not from the city, man, shout out your city, state, town, avenue, block, cul-de-sac, hood, Circle Court, avenue, all that good shit. I think I said avenue twice, but however you get out, however you represent, however you identify, if you claim robot skylords or whatever it is, it's so many options these days. You can be whatever you want to be in the land of the free. But however you identify, man, we're going to show you a little bit of love. So let's see what we got in the mix tonight. And then we're going to start talking about these motherfucking red hot Rockets. Man, things H-Train, what's the motherfucking deal? Rising Phoenix, Mrs. Voodoo C. Look, then beat Voodoo Child, and then Mrs. Voodoo C, what's the motherfucking deal? Wise, I see you. Houston Homer, Jeremiah Outlaw, Rigo, Lucas, Tony Texas, Kyle Wynn, King 88, what's the motherfucking deal? Zachariah, what's going down? Heidi ho, how you doing this evening? Let's see, Tony Texas, Brandon 335, Cedric Harris, what's the motherfucking deal? Dirty Bay, I see you. Fifth Ward in the motherfucking. No, we got a couple of folks from the Dirty Bay up in this bitch already. Buenos Aires already. 18 million snobs. I believe it. Clutch Gaming, I'm beefing, man. We beefing until I learn how to be a League of Legends master, man. I'm gonna be highly upset. Until I get clutch in the League of Legends, I'm gonna be very upset. But knowing me, I wouldn't even really want to play that. I want to shoot some stuff. I don't know if there's any guns on that or not. So anyway, take note, the Jazz suck absolutely. Let's see, make sure I ain't missing nobody. Tom Ball in the motherfucking house. Trio City, I already landed a trio. What's the motherfucking deal? All right, man, Brandon, that's a bet, man. Catch you when you can. Yeah, I'm trying to master the League of Legends. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to get on that level. So let's get on a couple of things. Angleton in the house already. So let's get on a couple of things. Pearland, oh, hold it down. Are there really pears in Pearland? I mean, I ain't never seen no pear in Pearland. I don't know.
That's 288 though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you way down the way. Let's see. Nope, ain't no pears in Pearland. All right, man. So let's get to 3 points to ponder, and then we're going to get into my favorite part of any pregame show. But we'll get on to that. We'll talk about that when it's time to cross that bridge. First point to ponder. Doctor's notes. Y'all see what I did there, right? Y'all do see what I did there. I got to explain to y'all what I did, because I be trying to have some little corny ass puns when I do these little things. You know what I'm saying? But like doctor, right? DR, you're talking about Dante and Ricky. You know what I'm saying? The DR, right? So y'all, it's like a play on the word doctor, just a little bit. And then notes, Jazz on this whole take note shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm waiting. I'm telling you, Jay, look, I got a scripted conversation that I'm going to have with Xfinity. I ain't have time to call him today because, like I said, we're going to have a discussion about some changes that need to be made immediately. If we have a technical difficulty in this stream, it's going to be hell to pay. But again, like I say, doctor's notes. Missing pieces will not be helping the Jazz tonight. Dante and Rubio are out. But Rubio wasn't ever really expected for the series. I think the Jazz fans kind of hoped, wished, and prayed that he would be available. But I don't think he was ever going to really, be an option to be a factor. And even if he was, I mean, really, honestly, how big of a factor was Ricky Rubio going to be? Because what happened with Rubio being out, touches that Rubio would have gotten, you saw some guys who are, I wouldn't say lesser known, but, more considered role guys, you know what I'm saying? And they're getting more touches, and you see these guys making shots. You saw Crowder, for the most part, most of the games, been playing a little better than average. You've seen, what's his name? They got all the damn Australians on their team. Ingles playing way better than average, but these are touches that Rubio would have been getting. So, people who think that Rubio would have been an asset to this, I think that he would have actually took away from some of these other guys getting some shine. How do you feel Rubio would have contributed if he would have been available at all this series? Do you think he would have been a factor, something that the Rockets would have had to pay attention to, or do you think he would have kind of just been another moot point?
He would have been a defensive liability, to be honest. He can't hold James Harden or CP3. And if you look at it, actually, that was a blessing in disguise for the Jazz because they got O'Neal to guard James Harden and be a pest. We know Ricky Rubio can't hold James Harden. We know the last time that Ricky Rubio held James Harden, he went on an ice skating ring like he was in a Galleria Mall. So, I mean, if Rubio really wanted those problems, then nah, he doing the best thing he can do right now and sitting on the sideline.
Okay. That's a bet. That's a BET. Let me do some of this right here. All right. And I agree. I definitely agree. Let me fix that there too. That would help, I guess, too. Rubio would definitely have been more of a liability than an asset. You got to talk about, especially a defensive liability. You got to talk about the guy they have there. What the Jazz fans believe is the defensive player of the year. The Jazz fans feel like they're getting overlooked by the media and stuff. They complain about a lot of the same things that we as Rockets fans complain about, but the Rockets have been better than the Jazz consistently for the last few years, so I don't think they have a right to complain. They haven't been relevant since, Stockton and Malone. But they feel like, hey, they're getting overlooked and that, hey, Salt Lake City is the place to be. But it is what it is. So not really tripping on that, but like I said, again, their defensive player of the year, Rudy, is what it was, a -27 last game. So if their defensive player of the year is getting done bad, their less than defensive player is going to get done even worse. So Rubio actually would have been, I think, also an asset for the Rockets to play against. But, you see a lot of Jazz fans on the social medias using these excuses and, making up anything they can to justify why they're losing to the Rockets. Not only to go with the fact that, we handled y'all thoroughly throughout the year. And
exactly.
It was only an anomaly that y'all won one game. This is going on, game 9 that we've played against them, and they've only had one win.
If CP3 was out of this series, there would be no excuses. They'll put it all on James Harden. So I don't want to hear that. Yeah, and then they always put it on James Harden. So
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Oh my God, they've been hating. The biggest thing out here. Let's cover these other 3 points to ponder. We're gonna talk about some of the crazy shit that I've been seeing from Jazz fans. Let's get into this second point. The second point to ponder is Gugu Gobert. And the reason why I say that is Clint has been sunning Rudy this entire series, dog. Like, you get that boy some Gerber. I sort of should have called it Gerber Gobert or something like that. But you get him some Gerber, get him some something, some evaporated milk. You know what I'm saying? Some whatever it may be. He gonna need something because he's gonna need to nurse his wounds and everything else because he's been getting outplayed on both ends of the court by Clint Capela. And again, we just mentioned he was a -27 last game. I don't know what he's averaging, plus or minus for the series, but he has not been a plus. I can tell you that. He may have had one decent game this series, and I don't even know if that was in the game that they won. I have to think back and go back and look at it. But how do you feel about the emergence of Clint Capela this series and his battle against Rudy so far?
If anybody caught the interview this morning, when Dwight Howard was saying how salty he was, how he can't watch the Rockets' success right now. We all knew that Capela was emerging when he was on the Dwight, and we've seen the emergence over the last 2 years. This guy's become a defensive force. And the thing I like the most when you go back and listen to that, interview, from his post game interview, he was saying, "I ain't gonna let them score in my paint no more."
Yeah.
He called it his paint, so he gonna hold it down.
I like that.
I like that because we're gonna need somebody that's gonna be able to hold down that paint when we play a team like the Warriors. Grabbing those rebounds and everything. I mean, this man needs to get paid. Like, he is the third superstar. I can finally say the Rockets got a big three, and that's something we haven't had in a long time.
Exactly. That's something I definitely wanted to address too. And man, I'm mad that I changed my other thing up. But that was definitely a question I wanted to address. You know, do the Rockets officially have a big three with the emergence? Like, I've been hesitant to say it because I know a lot of people have been saying big three all year. A lot of people have been saying big three, big three. I've been just I'm like, Capela's good, but I don't think Capela was just quite at that point yet. You know, he was playing, having some good games here, good games there. He was benefiting off the system. But that last game, I mean, really this entire series, and I would say even last series, Capela has stood out, you know, on his own 10 toes, not as a, you know, not as a guy who's benefiting off what CP3 and James Harden do. You see Capela pushing the rock up the floor now. Capela playing point center and shit. You know, you see Capela
doing Euros and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They got the Swiss step going, and you know he chopping boys up. He try to cross people. He try to I mean, I like to see the fact that he's trying to develop an overall game. You know, and he's looking more and more like number 34. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna put it out there because there's so many people trying to jump to those. Oh, he's looking just no, he's not quite yet. You know, we're seeing glimpses. We're seeing flashes. We're seeing that the potential could be there. Now, he'll never – I'm going to go out on – he'll never conquer that, but he could be comparable, I feel like. He could be – honestly, Clint Capela could be in the conversation. If he stays a Rocket his entire career, you could put him in the conversation for that second, third best center of all time. Nobody's going to top Hakeem at center. That's just done deal because of what he did, how he did it, the way he did it. You know, a lot of people got Yao up there at number 2 right now. I think that if Capela can consistently have a solid career, you know, play several more years, you know, not have his career cut short or anything like that, I think eventually he'll be in the conversation as moving up over Yao Ming, man, and it's something that could possibly be done. Now, you're going to have to watch out for Zochi because, you know, Zochi going to be right on his heels, you know what I'm talking about? Zochi ain't going to have that shit. Hey, we got to represent for China, man. He ain't going to let him just come take the China, the tower, you know what I'm saying?
The Great Wall of China. But I'm going to have to agree with that because, I mean, a lot of guys are talking about Karl Anthony Towns going to dominate the last series. But guess who dominated that last series? Capela.
Exactly.
He made his mark on that series. And then at the beginning of this series, they were saying, oh, Gobert, that number 1 defense, this and that. But guess who came and made a difference? Capela. And it doesn't matter about the regular season. I mean, in the regular season, he was consistent and he balled out. But in the playoffs, his true colors came out. And he a dog and he an animal.
Exactly. What's the motherfucking deal, Wink? What's going on? But yeah, definitely. Like I say, that's the thing too. Houston have had some great centers, man. Some great centers.
Ralph Sampson.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bunch of names you're gonna have to put up, man. I don't know. Capela gonna have some work put out for him, but he could definitely be up there, man. He could definitely be up there. There should be an emoji for the Yao face.
we had the old Mutombo too.
Yeah,
Mutombo past his prime.
Yeah, past prime and past prime. Mutombo was hooping with us though, man.
Yep, he was.
You know what I'm saying? So you feel like he was playing as well as Hakeem did at 23? I mean, I feel like Hakeem just had a little bit more. Like we're starting to see Capela develop that offensive skill set. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to see him have some moves, you know, and he's definitely getting a post game. You're starting to see some of that versatility. Tell Kevin Cato, man, we want our money back. We still trying to catch that back rent, man. Where Kevin? Look. I see Kelvin now. We're gonna have to run up on him in the sauce, man. Look, we're gonna try to get an interview with Kelvin Cato on the sauce. It's Kelvin. Did you ever pay the money back? Sauce needs to know. ESG needs to know. But let's get into that third point to ponder, man. And we're going to talk about a couple of real interesting things that I wanted to discuss going into this last game with the Jazz. Hopefully the last game with the Jazz, because we ain't trying to go back to Utah. Fuck Salt Lake City and all the bullshit that come with that. Salty ass motherfuckers. This one.
Saltine crackers.
Look, do we? Oh damn, we can't. We ain't playing in Utah, so I can't have another challenge like the last one. There's gonna be plenty of black folks in the crowd. We're gonna look. This is gonna be with the Rockets. it's probably gonna have to be like an empty seat challenge. If you can find a picture of 3 or 4 empty seats together, you know, I mean, which should be pretty easy because motherfuckers ain't gonna show up till Golden State. Then you know, I'll offer a sauce bonus. But again, like I'm saying though, man, the third point to ponder is solid team effort. Okay, so we're gonna need all the pieces to the puzzle to click tonight because this is a desperate team. This is a desperate team. They know that they honestly know that, hey, we're not on the level of shout out to Jay Dizzle winning the sauce raffle. They know that they are not on the level of the Rockets. You know what I mean? But they're gonna fight. They're not gonna give up. You know, they feel like they got one in Houston. They feel like they could get another in Houston. This is the mind state of a desperate team. If we can just get one more, if we can just play one more. Oh man, Maloney. Oh man, yeah, I thought y'all come with them throwback days. But if they can get one more, you know, if we can just play one more game, if we can just play one more game, if we can just play one more game. So they know they won one in Houston, so they'll be confident enough to believe that they can win another one. If the Rockets come out lackadaisical, if the Rockets come out slacking and not really, you know, bringing their A game, then, you know, it could be a potential problem. So we need a solid team effort, not just James balling and everybody watching, not, you know, James having an off night and, you know, CP3 and Capela taking over. We need everybody to play their game. We need that Rockets early. We need that Rockets from right when CP3 came back after he missed, you know, that first stretch of games. And he came back, and the Rocks were just annihilating people. That's the Rocks where everybody was contributing. Shit, even Rhino was a member. But, you know, I ain't counting on that. I'm not looking. I feel like the last white Rhino is now extinct. And so I wanted to see him shine, but.
They smashed a birthday cake in his face the other day.
Yeah, I saw
him
that.
and CP3.
I saw that, man. So that shit there is wild. So like I say, that shit was super fun. That's funny that then like what D'Antoni's birthday was what today or yesterday? Which one?
Yeah,
it was
something like that.
Like they everybody birthday all in the same little motherfucking area. So I don't know. That shit is wild. But how do you feel about that? What do you need to see from the Rockets tonight to solidify a victory against the Jazz?
We just need to knock down these open shots, these open threes. I mean, we know Tucker gonna get to that corner. We need Ariza to hit his corner at home, and then we need guys like Gerald Green to come off that bench and start making shots consistently. I mean, Gerald Green has been great, but not in this series. He's been kind of off. Yeah. And then I need Eric Gordon to step up this game. And I don't want to say nothing about Rhino, but if he does step on the court, then I need him to at least get like 5 points, 6 points, or something like that. But everybody has to knock down these shots. I want to see a vintage Rockets performance tonight. I want to see at least 20 threes, 18 plus threes tonight. We got to get back to that. We got to get our mojo back before we go and play Golden State.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. Because if we ain't got the juice, man. If we don't got our juice right, it's gonna be a long series, you know. But like I said, I want to talk about it, but I want to start looking forward. Let's seal the deal with this, and once we get the W tonight, you know, we'll be able to talk plenty of shit because it'll be official. So I ain't gonna jinx nothing. I don't want to extend the series at all. Hopefully, you know, the Pelicans can pull through and let us get a little bit of rest action and keep it shaking. But you know, that's the third point to ponder, and I want to get into a couple of things so y'all know what time it is, man. You know, my favorite motherfucking part of the show, and that is mark my motherfucking words. I'm going to change it up to mark my motherfucking words one day. Right now, I still mark my words, but mark my motherfucking words. So that means you have to make a bold prediction, not no old average ass points, not no old, you know, suspect ass shit. Now it could be a bold prediction in the positive or the negative. You know, I ain't gonna hate on it either way. But if you're rooting against the Rockets, you're gambling your sauce. That's just the rules, you know. But so like I said, mark my motherfucking words, man. Game 5 against the Jazz, a closeout elimination game. I want to know how y'all feeling tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. Give me something bold. Tell me who's gonna step it up. Who's really gonna make a name for themselves. You mean shit? It could be a Jazz player if you think the Jazz gonna be desperate and fight like a pit bull in a corner. You know what I'm saying? Trying to come out swinging. We gonna see. Mark my words. I don't know yet. Let me think. Mark my motherfucking words. I want to play some goddamn League of Legends. because everybody else playing it. I don't know what it is. I feel left out. I want to be with the cool kids. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? I want to play some League of Legends. I probably get to play that shit, and I know it's gonna be some old scientific ass shit. You're gonna have to calculate and his mana score with his gamma ray, and I ain't gonna be able to figure out. Look, I like simple RPGs. I can fuck with some RPG type shit, but it's got to be some old simple ass shit. I ain't trying to calculate and do advanced arithmetic to figure out how to level up and shit.
I'm gonna have to say, mark my words, Harden puts Donovan Mitchell on the highlight tape.
Oh, okay. All right. I see someone else who is agreeing with you. Let's see what we got. Okay, I see Heidi got a Rockets blowout. You still with that Warriors at 6 at most. I'm telling you, Rockets gonna win it. Trust me. The path is destined. I shall be. I'll be releasing a video tomorrow if we win tonight. Whenever this series is over, hopefully tonight, I'll be releasing a video to tell you why the path of the Rockets is a championship. It's nothing but destiny. Saying Rockets blow out, but I'm still not. Look, I'm putting your mark my words on layaway, Heidi. So it's got to go till Game 6 of the next series.
Shout out to my boy Wink. I didn't even see him in the stream.
Yeah. Wink been in there holding it down. Jeremiah says, said what did you say? 17 threes? Okay. King 88.
I can agree with that.
King 88 say with the Harden going. I think that's why Donovan Mitchell came back and apologized, man. He's like, look, I don't want to end up on nobody highlight tape. You seen what?
He already spoke.
Yeah.
He already messed up. In my book, you can't go back from your words.
Yeah, exactly. Harden need to use
once
that.
you
shit
say back,
use that as fodder to. Let me put that highlight on Mitchell. I got you. Why? So yeah, but as we're talking about these mark my words and we're getting these things in, man, I wanted to go back to that what we were talking about earlier about the Rockets really having a certified big three. Because again, I was just skeptical for most of the year, just to say, because when you want to talk about a big three, you're talking about a guy who can hold it down on his own. You want to be like, okay, that's a guy who demands a name of his own. You got to put respect on him. So CP3 on his own, he stands out on the court. James Harden on his own, he's going to stand out on the court. And now through this entire playoffs and really towards the end of the year, you start to see Capela make his own lane, literally, trying to go coast to coast and shit. But you see Capela making his own lane, making his own name, and being, a force to be reckoned with. Like, I'm talking about that. 5 blocks in 2 minutes and 39 seconds, dog. That's unheard of, dog. Like, niggas don't see 5 blocks in a couple of games, you know what I'm saying? And to do it all in such a short amount of time, you got big game froze your tag.
They said the last time that happened was 1974.
Oh, so. Man, that wasn't even real basketball back then. You know what I'm saying? I say take note, Cancun, there's rooms available for Jazz players beginning tonight. Oh yeah, they're gonna be in there. They're gonna be resting and relaxing all on the rookies tab.
They might be at King of Diamonds tonight.
Oh shit. It was going down. They're gonna be in the city. Look, they're gonna be at whatever strip club the Rockets at. This gonna be, man, how y'all did that to us, man? Why y'all did it so bad, man? But yeah, I mean, like, I really feel like I got you 129 to 88. Y'all can drop them score predictions in there too. And Capela with the triple double. What? With the triple double? Okay.
That would be nice.
You trying to really solidify Harden for 32? Already, I got you. I'm going for 32 points. That's a bit, Mr. Snow. Let's see. The game is in Houston. Yes, sir. Wink says 112 to 91 already. Yeah, man, like I say, but with Houston, like I say, eventually having a big three is something that you have to respect, and then having a solid cast of role players, a solid bench. Clutch says Harden with the 45, Paul with the 30. Yeah, they're gonna take it for 75 points. That's the way you do it. I can see it happening. CP3 just got to do his thing. And then another thing, too, is very interesting to take a look at tonight, and hopefully this is something that we'll be talking about in the post-game show, is CP3 finally having a chance to reach the Western Conference Finals. I mean, how do you think Do you think that there will be another level of hunger from CP3 tonight? Because you mentioned last time, hey, I've been up 3-1 before. Shit went fast. Shit went south real quick. So do you think he's going to be playing more aggressive? He's going to know not to let himself get into a mind frame where hey, we're up 3-1. It's no big deal. Do you think he's going to keep the team hungry?
No, they gonna come out aggressive tonight. They're gonna come out on fire, starting off. The thing I liked about CP3 last game, his 3-point shot was going down, but he was killing that mid range.
Yeah.
And I want to see that. If we can get those mid range shots and he converting those 80% field goal percentage, then why not shoot them? You feel me? We don't need those threes all the time. If you can get those mid range shots or those shots at the basket with James rolling and getting those fouls and N1s, that's what I want to see. If the shots ain't going down, get that mid range and get to the basket because the Jazz can't defend it. I'm tired of hearing Rudy Gobert can lock down the rim. No, he can't. We've seen James Harden and CP3 dominate this whole series.
Already, I got you, Wink, with the 38, 8 rebounds, 3 steals.
But CP3, I mean, it would be awesome for him to get to the Western Conference Finals. His time is overdue for that. It's time for this guy to get a championship, and this year is the Rockets' year.
Yeah, absolutely. Roger, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, we was talking about trade B-Mac. And then Voodoo. Look, Voodoo hit me with the he tagged me in the interview today where Brian Gang was talking about him. He was saying a bunch of good stuff about him. I still think that's parting words. He's just saying some nice. He just softening him up before he ship him out. You know what I'm saying? Look, saying all that good stuff, and then those, like I say, smoothing him over. He gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm kosher. This shit. Slide him up on out the door. He greasing him up to slide him out. South City, what's the motherfucker deal? Would you blame us if we lose to the Warriors? Absolutely. How
you feel on that CP3 situation though?
The CP3 thing, man. Look, I'm feeling like CP3 is going to keep everybody in line because again, he's had that experience, and it's a rare thing to be a team that loses from being up 3-1. And so I think that he'll be able to kind of keep everybody grounded, even though everybody I feel like is already hungry enough. They already want it bad enough. But I just feel like he'll be able to keep everything in order. Because that's just say that's the addition of CP3 is those late game moments, those games that normally we lose or kind of fall off on. He's been there for that, and I think he's the guy that just kind of keeps the mentality in order. James. I don't know. Because I'm just looking at. I want to say James is the other guy, but James is almost looking like a vocal leader after that that little exchange from the other day. So I'm changing my opinion on that because a lot of people say, James, he's not a vocal leader. He doesn't do this, and CP3. But shit, it seemed like James was standing up and making sure whatever point he was trying to get across was definitely understood.
Yeah, so, that's not the only time he got into it that game. He got into it with Eric Gordon too.
Yeah,
at in timeout.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I say. That's what I like to see, man. I like to see James develop. I like to see the growth of James, and in a sense, the growth of CP3. Because you heard all these rumors about people can't play with CP3. Nobody likes playing. But we haven't had any of that here. It hasn't been an issue, man. It hasn't been a problem at all. So I think a lot of that is just like I say, the old ex-girlfriend feelings. From old players that or not old players, but from old fans and shit like that, who were upset to see him go, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Let's see.
That didn't stop Muthaf from signing with the Rockets. Yeah. We almost got JJ Redick, but the 76ers offered him $30 million a year. Yeah. I ain't paying JJ Redick $30 million a year.
Yeah, exactly. Look, not with Rhino still on that kind of contract, dog. Look, we ain't gonna do that shit twice.
now trading JJ Redick for Rhino, I'll do, but nah. I ain't paying that man $30 million.
All right, Robert, I got you with the 123-111. Shout out to H Train. King 88 says 118-110 Rockets. I got you.
I'm gonna say Rockets 121, Jazz 89.
Okay. Got you. 89 to 101. You say?
No, 121.
Oh, 120. Oh shit, 121 to 89. It's gonna be some smoke in the city. Joseph. I took down the super chats. I got it to going through Streamlabs only because of the way the super chats operate, man. Because like I said, it bothers me that you got to wait like a month and a half for the shit, and then they take like 30% of the shit. So, I figured that we're gonna start really stirring this sauce up. We're gonna make sure we do it the most efficient way, because got some things going on. Oh, I don't got the whatchamacallit up, but I was telling y'all.
Google don't like to pay people.
Yeah, man, they definitely don't. Because here's the thing, like, because I was going to say, like, say if it was the first of the month, right, and you give a super chat on the first of the month, and say a month is 30 days, you're not going to see that until 51 days later. So that's not an efficient way for me. It just, and then the fact that you get 51 days and then they still take 30% out, as opposed to some of these other services who, all they do is take out the transaction fee. So that's why I kind of swapped that over. Yeah, so trust me, because I know people be like, well, shit, what you doing with the super chat? I'm like, shit, I ain't even got the super chat shit yet. Half the time it be having to wait for the shit. So, but I appreciate that love, Joseph Snow. No way we lose tonight. I definitely don't see it. Joe, that should mark my words, Chet, that Joe Johnson's gonna drop 6 points. I see you, Rigo, 119-98 Rockets. I got you.
Hey, that's a bold statement. I mean, that man deserved that sauce if that happened.
Yeah, that's what I say. Look, look, I'm finna put you down, Chet. If Joe Johnson, just because you made such a special declaration, if Joe Johnson gets 6 points, normally do what, like 20,000 on the mark my words. I think in the score prediction was 10 or something like that. It was 30. I think it's 30 on the mark my words and 20 on the play. But anyway, either way, if Joe Johnson gets 6 points, everybody in the post game show chat will get $500,000 sauce. So that's just, I'll make sure I write that down so I don't. But I'm sure y'all will definitely remind me if it does happen. Go State fans, you're the only great team in history that never went back to back and win 73 games and lose. Absolutely. And that's why I say, man, it's I think there's a few flaws that, the Rockets may be able to tell you. I mean, not be able, may be able to see that they can exploit to their advantage. We'll have to see when everything gets there. What does it tell you that he never went to a Western Conference Final? That he's never had a team around him that could do what he needed them to do. He's a facilitator, and he hadn't have a team who could operate off his facilitate. Don't get a review back. B-Mac. Here's my thing. Like, B-Mac's solid. He's consistent. I just think that, there's some value you can get from him, and that's just the way that they've been handling. I'm just curious as to if they really do intend to keep him long term. But we'll talk about that on a future sauce. JJ Redick plays right field for the Astros. Man up, what's the motherfucking deal? What's going down? Turtles over League of Legends. I already appreciate that. Davante Love, 122.88. Okay, so anyways, we were talking about, going for Chris Paul going into his first Western Conference Finals. We're talking about this team, getting ready to take on a historic team. A lot of people count us out, and I hate Stephen A. Smith because he said something today. And I think he's an official Houston hater because he was talking about baseball and talking about putting the Red Sox over the Astros and some other stuff. They were talking about the Yankees, but he just did all this other crazy shit he was talking about. So it's just that guy's officially on the Houston hater list. So fuck Stephen A. But that ain't nothing new. Google spies on you that steals your money. Yeah. I don't see us losing, but wouldn't surprise me. Utah plays his best game so far. That's my thing. Like I said, you can't underestimate these guys. Again, you got a guy who people say should be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. You got a guy who I personally think is the Rookie of the Year in Donovan Mitchell. And my bad, man. I've been doing all this talking. Why are we getting these scores and why are we getting these things going? Shit. The sauce line is available. And so if y'all want to call and or text on the sauce line, we got a couple of minutes before the game gets going, not too much longer, but, we can get us a couple in before it's all said and done. While I get the rest of these mark my words and the rest of these score predictions. Let me make sure I got you, Devontae. I had you with the 122-88. But again, so me thinking personally, my prediction for this game, Voodoo Child, what's the motherfucking deal? My prediction is that CP3 going to Cleveland next year. That's not happening. My prediction is I think Utah's going to put up a good fight. I think it would have been better if Mitchell would have found a way to stay mad. With him apologize, it just kind of makes me question a couple of things, the tenacity. I'm not saying that I'm doubting him. He's going to play hard. He's a good player. But the thing is, he's a kid. He's respectful. You can tell he doesn't want to burn any bridges. He just you play a game, you get mad. After that, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People do it all the time. So I'm not too upset with him. I still like the Mitchell kid, but I don't think that the Jazz find their above and beyond role player this night. I think that half-ass full Toyota Center will be as loud as it possibly can be. I'm gonna go with the Rockets balling out, ready to get to the Western Conference Finals, not wanting to go back to Utah and deal with all that other shit. I'm gonna call this one 120 to 99. The Rockets, and I'm gonna go out on a limb with mark my words. Let's see. Let me see who I haven't given any love to. Who haven't I given any love to? Who haven't I given any love to? Let's go with CP3, man. Going to the Western Conference Final, eager to get there. Let's say CP3. I'm not going to put any numbers on it, but let's say CP3 with the triple double. I'm gonna say CP3 with the triple with a gentleman's triple double.
They're gonna be boosting them on ESPN if that happens.
Oh yeah. All you got to do if you don't want ESPN to talk about your losses, just get a triple double and they'll be distracted. But with that being said, let's see who we got shaking, what we got going down. Houston B says OT, but 117 to 107. I got you down. 107, 117. OT. Has there been the Cavs? Is that the only games that have gone in? Who else has gone into overtime?
Philly and Boston.
Philly and Boston went overtime. Okay. Oh, and Philly actually managed to stay alive without getting swept, so that's interesting.
Yep.
Jazz go down tonight. I see you, real family. Scotty is probably somewhere eating Golden Grams. Because he's a fat dog. Let's see. Make sure I ain't missing nothing else. Is everything else?
They had a happy hour today, so fans can get to the game early, but people still don't be showing up early, no matter what.
Yeah, wow, that's unfortunate. Oh, did that not show up? Oh, ain't that a bitch?
And after tonight, we're gonna see all them fake bandwagon fans become Rockets fans.
Oh, you gonna see buku people come out of the woodworks. You know, just like they just gonna be on the bandwagon just long enough. Like if they feel like, oh shit, if as long as I qualify for 2 series, I've been holding down. You know, as long as I get on there, I could be saying I was down when they beat Golden State. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan then. I was there when they beat Golden State. Okay. But it is what it is. Merci beaucoup. Let's see. Mark my words. Hard CP 360 plus. I got you, Voodoo Child. Well, maybe I should actually put what you put there. But I mean, I really think it's going to be a good game. I think we're going. I really feel like we're going to run the Jazz off the court, and I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a wire-to-wire victory. I think the Rockets are going to come out, or if not a wire-to-wire, the Jazz will not lead. Shit. Matter of fact, what did they say? The Jazz have only led for the prior 2 games for like 40 seconds.
Yep, 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So I think it goes up to a total at the most of 1 minute and 15 seconds. So they may have 30 seconds of lead time this game. And after that, the Rockets run off with it. And it's no longer even close. Heidi says 120 to 99. You're gonna steal my score?
Make sure y'all like the stream too.
Yeah, man, hit that. Absolutely hit that like button. Tony Texas says Capela with the 23 rebounds and 6 points. So he's gonna be banging on the boards. Okay, that's what we need him for. As long as we get the 23 rebound. And Ryan Anderson, player of the game. Oh, no.
Oh man.
No. Yes, it will be ended for the Warriors.
He'll be the player to shoot around. That's just about it. He ain't getting in the game.
Yeah, that's about that. Yeah, he gonna ball in that pregame, man. He gonna be in there. Buckets. Unbeaten says 118.99. I got you. All right. But okay, we still got a minute or so. I said make sure I got everything. So make sure all your last predictions and all that other stuff. Said no reason for LeBron to leave with the Nets pick coming in.
That is true.
The only reason to leave Cleveland is it's the city of Cleveland.
I mean, he can come to Houston. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. That was like I'm a big white dude that gets the
Because I ain't gonna lie, if you go anywhere else, you can count the Rockets out on championships. Because if you go to Golden State or you go to Lakers with Paul George,
oh man,
you can count the Rockets out automatically.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna even lie.
If they go link it up, it's gonna be an issue, man. 119 and 109. I got you, Voodoo Child. Oh shit, why is this? See, this is what I'm talking about. Brand new fucking pen, fresh out the fucking pack. That whole acting all sketchy and shit. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. Yeah, I do believe you on that one. Houston does get treated like the third team, even though they had championships before everybody else, which is odd, but it is what it is.
And the Western Conference Finals will start on Monday if we win tonight.
Okay, cool. What's them? They already played, huh?
They play after us.
Oh, they play
right after us.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Jazz will try to hack a cap when the Rockets run them off a court. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they do try to pull a rabbit out there. They're going to try to do anything. Like I say, when you're a desperate team, you're going to do whatever it takes to succeed. Houston Homer. Let me make sure I got you. Let me make sure I put the difference because I know it's Houston B and then there's Houston Homer. And you got
they wearing the black tonight.
Oh, that's what I like. That's got to be this funeral time. It's time for that Jazz funeral. It's going down. Houston B says Capela with 8 blocks. Okay. Oh, you're gonna step it up a notch. You're gonna take it to the next level. All right.
Oh snap! The stadium pretty packed. What?
People actually
pre-game? What? Oh, I see like 20 seats open. Hold on, never mind. They showed the bottom.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got to look where the more expensive the seats are, the less dense it is. It's gonna start thinning out at the bottom and shit. You know what I'm saying? What? Chandler, I don't know if Chandler on this one. We're going to have to address that comment. I missed some text on the sauce line yesterday. He's saying that Tony Gonzalez was not that dominant of a tight end. What? Tony Gonzalez.
That's blasphemous.
Yeah, the Tony Gonzalez is still the man. Like, you talk about Tony G. I ain't never been a fan of a team that Tony Gonzalez played on, but I've definitely been a Tony Gonzalez fan. Tillman has no friends. Shit, you trust me. He got money. He got friends named Benjamin. All his friends are dead. Eric Villa says 110, 101 Houston. All right, catching these last little couple ones coming in. But we about to go ahead and get it ready and call it a wrap.
Yeah, the game's starting right now.
Yeah, so I can go get in position. So I appreciate everybody following through. Make sure post game immediately after the sauce. Make sure y'all are ready. Make sure y'all call in on the sauce line. If y'all don't get no calls on the sauce line and the post game, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna shed a single thug tear. Y'all gonna have me crying on stream, and I'm gonna beat Scotty afterwards. So with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool, Sauce Nation, man. We appreciate y'all for following through, and we're gonna again see y'all shortly after the game. Fuck that Golden State shit. We don't give a fuck about that. Make sure y'all tune into the post game show. Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell your grandma, your uncle, your cousin, and everybody you know who's a Warrior fan. Tell them fuck them. But with that being said, we chunking up the deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, and we out of here. Appreciate it.